Welcome back, and today we're talking about the God of High School episode 5. So, like always, let's just jump into it. This episode, we got the big fight of Jin versus Han. It was a beautiful fight. I mean, the animation in this episode was crazy good. All the fights, all the movements, all the kicks, all the punches. I mean, it was very fluid, very well done. I absolutely love this episode with the animation and everything that it brought. We got a lot of backstory regarding Han and his friend, how much it impacted that his friend is almost about to die. And in this episode, we got some big chances for character development when it comes to Han. But let's break the fight down because we had a lot of moves. We see Jin use his triple kick against Han. Now, last time he used the triple kick, he one-shotted that one dude. But in this case, Han was able to to tank it and come back and fight. I mean, even when Han used his Asher Dragon attack, it hurt Jin pretty bad. I mean, I thought Jin was going to take the L. Like, when I came into this episode, I was 100% sure that Jin was going to win, no problem. Yes, it was going to be back and forth. They were going to be doing some big attacks. But at the end of the day, I knew that Jin was going to pull the win. But when he got hit with that Asher Dragon attack by Han, for a second, I thought that Jin was going to lose, especially when the referee was counting down and he got down to he was about to say 1, but then Jin got up at the last minute. You know, I was kind of worried there because I definitely want to see more of Jin. And it also brings up the question, right? Now that this preliminary matches are done and Jin is going to move on to the Nationals, what's going to happen with Han and Mita, right? Are those characters just not going to participate in the tournament? Or is Jin going to lose in the Nationals and then, 2 years later, time skip or whatever, we're going to get another tournament and Mita and Han and all of them are going to participate again? Because I really don't get how this is all going to work. Because are we just not going to see any more of Mita and Han? Are their arcs closed? Are they going to move on to do other things, achieve their goals? Because I really want to see more of them. Not so much Mita. She's definitely not one of my favorite characters here. But I would definitely want to know more about Han, especially after in this episode, we find out that his friend died, and the reason why he hurt Mita, right, was because Parks made a proposal telling him that if he was to win, the fight against Mita and later the fight against Jin with an overwhelming victory, like really overwhelming, he was going to heal his friend. He was going to give him that technology so his friend would survive, just so he can keep participating in the tournament. So this even lets me further to believe that Parks is definitely looking for some really strong candidates. I mean, when he even was talking about Jin being, the small tiger, I'm pretty sure he's meaning he's going to awaken his power later on. But then he also referred to Han as another small tiger. So we see that he has 2 potential candidates to receive some sort of power or something along those lines. But yeah, this episode was definitely my favorite one out of all the episodes. The story, when he relates to Han and his friend and the backstory, definitely created some emotional feelings there. I was definitely loving that story. Not like Mita, where her backstory with her school and her dad passing away and stuff like that, I really didn't care much for it. But Han's story, I feel more connected to it. I definitely enjoyed it a lot more. And now that he knows his friend is dead, and Mita came into the stage and was telling him, look, your friend left you a letter. And we see that Mita doesn't have any hard feelings regarding the fight between Han and her. Yeah, she got hurt, she got beat up pretty bad, but she understands that he had reasons to do it, and those were some valid reasons. He really wanted to save his friend. I still think what he did was kind of wrong, but at the end of the day, that was the choice that Han made. He thinks it was the right choice. Mita forgave him for what he did, so it's all good, right? Everything is good. They're all friends again. Definitely want to see the trio work together to achieve different goals. I don't know how the tournament is going to proceed, but we'll see. Now, I do want to talk about when they changed the art style, right? Because throughout the whole episode, the fight between Han and Jin was very well done. But then they switched the animation midway through the fight, and that was very beautifully done. I mean, the animation cleared everything, all the background, and it changed the art style a little bit, and the movements were very fluid. It was very well done. I mean, I absolutely loved it. Great episode. This is why we love God of High School, right? It brings some awesome fights and some awesome animation, and we're not even halfway through the season. I believe this is getting 12 episodes. This episode 5, it was amazing. I can't wait to see like the finale, like the last fight of the season, because I'm sure that's where all the budget is going to go and where the big fight is going to be, and the animation is going to be out of this world good. Now, the last thing I definitely want to focus on was the administrator. He was, he was watching the fight and he was not impressed by, Jin and Han or anything like that. He was just kind of like, oh, this is all they have to offer. So I'm guessing there's different tournaments being held in different places, and there's different candidates. I mean, we even got to see another mysterious character kind of smiling. He was watching the tournament on TV. So I'm guessing he's on a whole different power scale, and our characters are going to have to evolve to fight those characters. But yeah, I can't wait to see where the fights are going to be heading, because it's only going to get better. But yeah, great episode. But let me remind you that we do have a Discord server now. The link is going to be down on the description. But like always, let me know what you thought of this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.